Hey guys, Baxter again today, back with another video. Now guys, today I am going to be teaching you how to make a game in Scratch. Now, I've done two Scratch tutorials previously. One on how to make a chase game and another on how to make an animation. Now, one failed completely, but the other ended up being my most popular video ever. Now, saying that you guys have loved that video and given it exactly 2.5 thousand views, which is insane, I am going to make another one. Now, this one there's no particular goal but to make a simple game. It doesn't matter what genre the game is. I'm just going to be going over a few things. Now, this is obviously going to be a series, and if you like the series enough, then you can just leave a like. Now, the first episode to the series is the most important thing when you first make a game: movement. Now, movement is less on how the game just flows together, on how the story flows, but more on just making the character move, which is probably obvious. Now, simple movement is good to have in the first step of making a game. Later on, when you progress in making that game, you can make the movement a little more advanced, aka making it run smoother, making it, making it a little more complicated commands just to kind of make the movement better, and just changing it on all. So first thing that we're going to be going over is how to make the character walk. Basically, that is the easiest thing when it comes to making a character move. Just going to place a when flag clicked, under that a forever loop, and then an if-then statement. We're going to put if key left arrow is clicked, then move -10 steps. It's important to have that negative in there, because if you left that out, then the character would only be able to move right. The negative 10 steps makes it so that it can move the opposite of there. Then we're going to put another if-then statement. If key right arrow is pressed, then move 10 steps. Now let's test it out. Good, it works. But do you notice something wrong here? I do. Many things. One, we start out in the same direction that we started, or the same place, I should say. Two, the character isn't looking in the direction that he's walking. Well, kind of. And three, there's not actually a feature to walk any faster than us. And if you ask me, this is pretty dang slow. Oh, and also an extra 4, we don't even have a good character yet. So let's draw up a character real quick. If you want to create a simple character, you can easily just go to Costume 1 and click this delete button. Do the same with Costume 2. Go up to Costume 1 and just make a simple cube with a black outline with a face on it. But the reason why I put the face so close to the left is because we are going to make this so that it looks in that direction. So we're just going to go to the select tool, and without clicking anything on the sprite, we're going to click copy, and then we're going to click paste. Then we're going to click flip horizontal. So now we have Costume 1, which is looking left, and Costume 2, which is looking right. Under the now we're going to make some improvements to the coding. Under the when flag clicked, we're going to put switch costume to Costume 1 and go to x0, y0. This is good because now whenever we spawn in, we always spawn in the same direction. Then we are going to put if key left arrow is pressed, we're going to put before the move minus 10 steps, switch costume to costume 1. If key right arrow is pressed, again before the move 10 steps, switch costume to costume 2. Let's test it out. Good, it works. So we've already solved 2 problems. One mandatory and another, I guess, mandatory. Now time to solve the other 2 problems. One being that you can't run further than that, and okay. So for the moving faster, to simply make it so that this character can sprint, we are going to put on 2 more if then statements. We're basically copying this. So you know what? Delete this. Delete this. All we're going to do is simply copy this. Except these bottom ones, we are actually going to switch. If key left arrow is pressed, we are going to make if key A, and if key right arrow is pressed, we're going to make if key D. We're going to change the 10 to a 20 for each one. Oh, and make sure to keep this negative 20. Then, this is me using the arrows. This is me using A and D. And of course, we still spawn facing this direction. So we don't have any flaws so far with the movement. And honestly, oh yeah, jumping. If you want your character to be able to actually jump good, then you've got to have, well, a little bit more advanced coding. It's not as simple of a switch costume and a move 10 steps. It's actually more of a, well, more complicated one. Oh, and one important thing that I should have said at the beginning of this video is to not crowd the when flag clicks. You have to make sure to add multiple to them, or else you may actually mess up the coding a bit. Now, I'm not just saying that to look smart, I'm actually saying that because I have experienced that. And when I made the platformer game, when I made my platformer a little bit ago, the reason that why I was holding back uploading it is because I had a problem with the music. The music completely ruined the movement on the game. But then with the help of one of my friends, it was actually a pretty simple fix. I just needed to put the music in a different when flag clicked. So, just don't overcrowd the when flag clicks, or else you might actually mess up your coding. So we're just going to put one more if then statement in this movement when flag clicked. After that, we should be done with this. We're going to put if key up arrow is pressed, then change Y by 50. Wait 0.5 seconds. And then change Y by negative 50. Now, I noticed that I actually messed this up, so to fix that, I can just simply change this into a Y. Now, when we click the up arrow, it's good. It's a little laggy and we can't move any directions while doing that, but it's good for now. We can fix it later, but the important thing is that we can at least move simply. That is going to be it for today's video, and if you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like. If you did like the video and you like some of my other content that I make on the channel, then consider subscribing. I'm really trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of the year, and it would really help a lot if you subscribed if you weren't already not. Part 2 to this video is going to be coming out soon. It's probably going to be a part 2 to the movement. If it is not, then just stick around and then we will eventually fix the jump. Again, I hope you enjoyed, and I guess that's really it for today's video. If you want to, you can screenshot the coding right here, because if you didn't have enough time for the video, but you still want to do the coding. Alright. Hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.